Hi people, Newbie back again. Thanks for watching. And as I've always said, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe by hitting the little button and all that stuff. But anyway, really didn't want to put out this video. My frustration level is getting pretty high. And it's not with the layout. The layout, I'm working scenery stuff, and that's okay. I'm getting that done. As last episode we were talking about doing that work over around the horse farm and that new church and cemetery area up there, and in all honesty, I haven't really done much with that. It's the end of the summer, and I've been doing things that I meant to do in springtime. So what can I say? The chores, stuff around the place. But anyway, getting back to the real reason for this video and my frustration level. I've talked about it in the past about the problems I have with I'm saying DCC decoders. I think that's the trouble I'm having with my engines. I really don't know, but engines just quit running, and I'm getting frustrated with it. And so, well, let's just look at the video. Let's talk about rolling stock, and in particular about engines, locomotives. This is most of what I have right now, and here's the problem. You see on the front track here in the foreground is 3 engines. This one you saw running a couple of videos ago. It's the one that I now have sound in, and it's running pretty good. This is a Union Pacific that is running well. And then of course you see this little switcher that I run all the time. You've seen it quite often. And then in the back 2 tracks you see engines that have been running well, but now do not run at all. And then in the boxes, the first 2, this Cato unit here and this Atlas unit, came from AKA Joe, and they have never run since I've had them. And then this one here was also one from AKA Joe, and that's my fault. I was cleaning it one day and I broke one of the trucks, and I haven't replaced it yet. But anyway, but my real concern is the engines on the middle 2 tracks here. Some of these you've seen these run together. This little unit here, this was actually a DC unit that I bought, and I actually put the decoder in it myself, and it was working fine. But I think actuality that I think the decoder overheated in here, probably because of the way I installed it, and I think it just overheated. So I'll take a little responsibility for that one. This little B unit, you saw that I used to run that all the time by itself because it ran so well. And this F8, 8.9, whatever it is. Anyway, it was a very good runner, but the problem with it is it kept snagging on stuff. I experimented with trying to raise the body so that it wouldn't grab on stuff, but it never really ran well. This particular unit here was always a really good runner, as was this BNSF. Those were two of my best running engines for a long time, and they just quit. This little Southern unit here, you've seen it run. It was a good runner. It wasn't a very fast runner, but it was always reliable and ran good. And then this Missouri Pacific, I got a good deal on it from eBay, and it was running good. But anyway, so all of these units in here, with the exception of this one that I'll take some responsibility for, were running very well and just quit. And I can't explain why. Overheating, surges on the track, I don't know. But the one thing I do know is that most all of them, I've taken them apart and I've checked to make sure that the motors still run. The motors run, and I have continuity, as far as I can tell, checking with the meter, between the trucks and the decoders. And so I'm thinking the problem is decoders. And I don't know how else to explain it, but for one reason or another, I seem to just be blowing decoders. And it's giving me some pause about whether or not DCC is the way to go. I'm about at the point, because, you know, look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 decoders that I need to replace, plus probably the 2 in the boxes there. This one should be okay. That's my fault that it's broke. But anyway, 11 decoders, and I've only got 3 operable. I don't understand it, and I'm about at the point where I'm thinking maybe just take the decoders out, convert them all to DC, convert my layout to DC, and just forget about the DCC. I don't know. I'm frustrated with it. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just at the point that I'm about to give up on DCC. I can do stuff. I'm not intimidated by electronics. I'm not intimidated by electrical stuff. I can do that, but I just can't figure out decoders. And you know, I don't know how to test them. I don't know what to do about it. But what I do know is that I can make those units run on DC. I can take those decoders out, and I'm sure I can make every one of those engines operable in DC. So why do I put up with the problems that DCC is creating for me? If anybody out there has any comments or has any ideas or any direction, I really like DCC. I like what it can do in terms of running trains on the same track in different directions and all that stuff. But my frustration level, I'm not sure it's worth it. So if somebody out there can give me some direction, send me an email. You know, comment below or send me an email at a model railroad newbie at gmail.com. And is that my email? I don't know. I'll double check it. It's down here. So anyway, send me an email if you got any direction or any idea of what I should do, or talk me out of it. Talk me out of going to DC. I'm willing to listen, but I'm frustrated. I guess we'll just have to see what's going to happen.